Hey, what's up guys? It is your girl, Coach LeighAnn, down here at AM Fitness in Plainville, bringing you our newest exercise of the week. I'm going to be taking you through a resistance band barbell chest press for our next exercise. So we're going to need a couple things. First thing we're going to need is 2 black resistance bands, and we're going to need a barbell to go with it. So we're going to pick ourselves one of the poles from the rack. We're going to take 1 band to start. We're going to double it up. We're going to loop it around the rack at about chest level. Now I've got 2 loops. I'm going to bring them together. I'm going to put the other band through the loop, and now I've got 2 other loops. Okay, so hopefully you can see that from here. That's where we're starting. Make sure that the band is even on there. There we go. I'm going to take the barbell. I'm going to situate it in the bands. I'm going to get it relatively even, so the best way to do that is to kind of get it just right on the edge of the knurling, that textured part, or we can even go a little bit wider than that. Now the hardest part of this is just going to be getting into the bar. My recommendation is to go over the top of the head. We're here, get ourselves in, and we're locked in. Hands are going to be outside of the bar. The band is going to be underneath my elbows, okay? I'm going to take a little step forward. So there's always resistance on the band. Anytime there's slack, now the thing's falling, and we want to make sure that there's always resistance. We don't want to go from no resistance to some resistance, because it puts a lot of pressure on the body that we don't want. So I definitely recommend, when you're getting yourself into the bar, set the band up to chest level first, then get yourself in the bar. We want it chest level because we want that straight line of pull backwards. The muscle group that we're going to be using here is our pec major. So we're going to keep this barbell in line with the midline of our chest. We have a staggered stance. That means the weight is on the front leg, back heel doesn't touch the ground. Elbows are at 90. I'm going to press. I'm going to control back to 90. Probably about 2 seconds out, 2 seconds back in, under control, okay? So if you watch me from the side, elbows, 90 degrees, pressing, staying in line with the chest, coming back, okay? So you'll notice the band is kind of giving me a big hug. It's unfortunate, there's no way around it. The band is it's gonna touch you. We can bring the band a little bit wider on the bar, but there's really not too big of a way to get around it. So suck it up, it's the way it goes. Getting out of the band, my recommendation is to go up over the top of the head and then putting it down, okay? So every single time you come back here, we're gonna have to get that set up. I would set it up to chest height, get yourself into the band, okay? In terms of making this easier and harder, really the best thing to do, rather than trying to play around with the bands every single round, is to just change the distance. So the further you are away from the attachment, harder it's gonna be. You can change up the pace. We know a couple different ways that we can modify stuff like that, so give those a try before you change the resistance. Go ahead and give them a shot. If you have any questions, feel free to let any one of your coaches know. We will help you out, and we'll see you at your next training session.